Did I just not do that? Cool, no? Getting cooler. What do you think? It's one of those days where it's 30 degrees but feels like 0. I never understood when they say that. So if it feels like 0, maybe it's 0. 90 degrees but it feels like 0. Really? Then maybe the thermostat breakfast. We're live. I didn't know. I guess I'm losing my signal here. Oh yeah. Sweating, man. Woo. Hot. Yes, sir. Nice and warm. What are we doing? I just fed my doggies. And now I'm in northern Michigan. I live in a shed. Down by the river. In the woods. With no people. Just me and my doggies and my kitties. Raccoon. Go on. Well, thank you. Yep. I'm running Wind Adventures. I got 4 huskies, 3 cats. Live out here in the woods. I'm an artist. About to go live with all my art full time. I have 11 by 14 prints of all my artwork. I have over 100 canvases of the original artworks themselves. Large, small. I do murals, faux, grains. I do all kinds of techniques as far as artwork goes, but primarily acrylic on canvas. Yep, I'm an early bird. I wake up, my alarm's set for 3 a.m. 7 days a week. Michigan, it's probably 6:30 here, I think. Well, I've been married for 16 plus years. So girls have never been out here, no. My wife's been here, but she's not here now. But yeah, I have girls in my life. 3 female animals. It's the only girls I need right now. Yeah, my daughter's 35, 36, something like that. She's got a school bus of children herself. Yeah, chickens coming this spring. Yeah, I love early. I'm a third shift all night guy. I do all of my artwork, my painting at night. I'm just inspired in the mornings, early mornings. I like to wake up and start a fire and pray to Jesus for a couple hours basically before I even open my eyes. Give it all to the Lord. I've always been a woods guy, living out in the woods. I've just had a love for nature my whole life since I was a kid. I truly feel alive when I'm outdoors. Like, I'm not an inside guy. I'm ready to sell this land and this cabin and go traveling with my animals. Get back into the art festivals. Complacency sucks for me. Even though I have very little, it's still too much for me. I like the sensation of owning nothing. The challenge of, having a few bucks in the bank, but no material possessions. That's living, baby. I'm not out here by myself. I have all of my animals, and my wife just left me. But I had my wife out here, but it was too much for her. So she's in town now. But anyways, I'll find the right person if that's what the case was. But that's the furthest thing from, I want to focus on me. But yeah, I'll show you. I'm working on all kinds of pieces right now. Brr. I gotta check the fire anyway. We don't really care about that. Anyways, all my large paintings are up here. My 6-footers. I could bring them on over, but I'm doing underwater stuff right now. Well, no, I'm not saying my wife's a terrible person. This was just too much for her. I was too much for her. My lifestyle's too much for her. And really, I understand that. This is not an easy life for anybody living out here. I wouldn't have given up on her. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is. I definitely hold... You can't love somebody for 16 or 17 years and then just turn off the switch, people. I've got a lot of people that would like to be mad at her for leaving us, but no. You know what I mean? She left for a reason. You know what I'm saying? She left me for a reason. So that's that. I'm selfish for wanting to be out here, I guess. That's what, to my understanding, I'm selfish for wanting to be out here. But it'll all work out. Well, I'm waiting to get my divorce papers here coming up. Actually, yesterday I was going to get my copies, but we are amicable. We already know what's what as far as our material things, and I have this cabin on 5 acres, and I've got, my truck and my van and my RV, and then she's got what she's got from it. So, but the land, if I sell, I would give her something, but we're not, you know, I have 7 animals here that I have to take care of, so it's all good, man. I wish her the best. I love her with all my heart, which is the sucky part. But anyways, that's funny you say that about my art. I do underwater scenes. I used to live in the Florida Keys, all through Florida, but living in Key West in particular really inspired me. So I do a lot of underwater murals and underwater scenes. Basically, out of the 100 and something canvases I have in this cabin, most of my art's in the van, or in the RV as well. But yeah, man, I like doing underwater stuff. Yep, we're here. It's all good. I used to have my fire pit right here, but it was kind of a burden in the way, so I moved them on over. But anyways, out here talking to the wind. Let's come on over here. Check my ribs. Huh? How you doing? How you doing, girl? How you doing, lovely? All right, getting warm. This guy's coming down. Gonna kill on the prowl. I do all kinds of artwork. Oh, you're there? I wasn't sure if you were there. I have hundreds of paintings, and I appreciate that. Just the fact that we're in here pretty tight in this little shed. But I do all kinds of stuff. I do all kinds of stuff. I do a lot of abstract stuff. This is just an example of some of my abstract stuff. But I've got this one here. Still working on that one. Alfonso. Still working on this one there. Like I said, I'm still working on all of these. If they're not signed, they're not done. So all of my large canvases, I sell right here, right now. I sell on TikTok. I'm on a couple platforms, but I go live to sell, but I'm pretty much working full time, and my art's on the back burner. But I've got, if you check my TikTok, I have 11 by 14 matted prints of all my work. All of these are printed and matted and ready to go. Oops, sorry, buddy. Let me get back to this. What about you? What kind of artwork do you do? Come back over here for a second. I'm about to take the leap of faith. I'm about to take the leap of faith with my art. Daddy's girl. I do the same thing. Or are you saying that because that's what I do? I do a lot of maintenance stuff right now too. I enjoy it. I have got a real good gig. I've got a good job, a day job. If there's a job that I could have, I've got it. But I also have a painting company where I paint houses. But it's just slow in northern Michigan in the winters with my painting company, so I always try to do something else in the winters. But I'd like to be more full-time art. YouTube holds negative comments, so somebody just left a comment, but they hide the comments if I guess the computer picks up keywords, so you can't really be too negative on these channels anymore. TikTok you can, YouTube not so much. So whoever keeps leaving negative comments, YouTube don't let us read them. It might not even be negative, which is the crappy part. So I don't even know what you're saying, but sorry about that. You can't even be a hater nowadays. Man, you're an awesome brother. My art comes from the soul, and it's all about colors. And basically that's how my paintings get started, is I let the colors dictate the image. Does that make sense? So I'm working with layers of colors, and then imagery kind of creates itself in a lot of my paintings. Like, you know what I mean? It's where imagery meets imagination. Yeah, I don't know, am I on TikTok right now? I forgot what I'm on. I don't even know which platform I'm on. YouTube or TikTok, whatever one I'm on right now live. My YouTube is Running Wind Adventures, and my TikTok is Running Wind Adventures. I have a couple TikToks. I've got a backup account, and I've got an account that is kind of like anonymous as well, which nobody knows that I have. So you got to keep them separated. Is that my house? It looks very expensive. Well, thank you. Let me see. Thank you. I just pinned your message. I love positivity. Yes, I should. The Lord wants me to be an artist. I already know that. It's just I've done different things. Um, the bills don't stop coming. So you have to be fully like entwined, basically. I would like to unwind my entwined. Oh, thank you for the sub. I'm going to sub you back too. I'm from Frederick, Michigan. Or as the locals say, we call ourselves Frednecks. I'm sorry, honey. Oh, sorry about that. Chesterfield, what's that down by? Where is that? Oh, doesn't look like much, but it's gonna be the bomb. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Say hello. How beautiful. How beautiful, boy. Oh, hi, girls. I forgot you're outside waiting for Daddy. It's a beautiful day. Woo! Let's go. Where's Chesterfield? Alfonso was sent here from the Lord, Jesus Christ, my Savior. Thank you for the words of encouragement. Sometimes artists need to hear you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? I've never chased money in my life, which is funny. Believe me, all my friends are so successful. My family members, all my sisters are doing great. Like, I'm just saying, people are way more successful on certain levels. I've just never been a money-hungry guy. But here I am full-time chasing money, but it's not about that. What a beautiful morning. Anybody there? Can you guys hear me? It's a beautiful day. Don't let it go away. Beautiful morning. The crunch is back. I told you. Gotta watch out for the crunch. Once you hear the crunch, you might as well take lunch. Oh, somebody wants to come out. I got my door closed. Too cold. Hi, girls. Well, hi, girls. Hi, girls. Good job, girls. Hi, Bella. Whoa. That's Bella, girl. Big belly. And that's Pad Thai Thai. Pad Thai. No, I don't eat white snow. I only eat yellow snow. If it ain't yellow, I'm not eating it. Who eats white, clean snow? It's morning time, and the leaven's easy. Me and Louise. Summertime. You got to put in the time, or you're going to have to do the crime. I choose putting in the time. Want to come out? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, hi, Daddy. That's Daddy boy. Brr. What do you think, Con Con? Chef Coon. I love you, dude. You the man. That's Chef Coon, man. He's the coolest damn dog. That's my stomach saying, feed me. That's my stomach, sorry. That's just my stomach growling. You hear that, guys? That's how hungry I am. Woo! Time to get the art gone. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. The shed. Shed life. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Like a disco out here. It's like a disco with all these lights. Well, hi. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Thanks for being here. Welcome in. Welcome in. All two of you. That's how popular I am. You got to do the time, or you're going to have to do the crime. And I choose doing the time. You guys know the saying, right? If you do the crime, you better be willing to do the time. But I say, if you don't do the time, you're going to have to do the crime. That makes more sense to me. Don't have the best eyes here, but all I know is it's not negative on these comments if it's not blocked, because I've had a bunch blocked already this morning. So anytime YouTube blocks comments, that means they're coming out your mouth negative. And I get it. But hi, good morning. Just out here. 'Cause I'm just out here living my best life. Confusion sets in. Resist the story. The glorious night. Jackal. Sorry, Tai. Didn't even see you there, honey. You're all dark. Hard to see you laying down. Although I knew you were there. Let's get the disco going. Northern Michigan's only outdoor rave in the dead of the winter. It's an animal rave. It's a disco, man. It's a dog disco. Let's go. Dog disco, baby. Dog disco. Northern Michigan's premiere. Yeah, I'm waiting for a storm. Where are you from? I'm up here in northern Michigan. We have 7-inch is coming like any minute. I'm so tired of storm advisories. My middle name is Storm Advisory. Chad Storm Advisory Velasquez. Just out here doing the dog disco at 6 in the morning. Nah. Want to come in, my love? Come on. There you go. Ooh, smell that cooking. It's a dog disco, right, Tay? Woo! Got dark now, didn't it? See there? Dun. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, we melted down big time. We've had 90 inches so far. Yeah, we've had 90 inches out here. And now, that's my... I'm the weatherman, by the way. If you ever need to know the weather, just call me. But anyways, that's my weather gauge. That's snow. And it was way up there. But the rain for 2 days. Anyways, we have a storm coming as we speak. Let's go check the woods real quick. I'm not gonna hide. That's why I show the inside here and my life. A lot of people live in shame with their own lives. And so when you invite them into your life, they like to judge. But that's just because they could never go live with their own life. You know, the art of manipulation. You're not gonna, can't catch me, a rabbit don't die type thing. I'm saying it's hard to throw the wool over this. Woo! Just showing my artwork. Love you guys. Let's check this out. I forgot my light here. Oh, say hi to my kitty. Oops. See, there's things I shouldn't show. But I am in Michigan. We do what we want in Michigan. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Just keep them on there right overnight. That's been 2 days cooking. Got that going good. Tell you what. I told my neighbor the other day, my number one survival item in life, wood stove. Not a pot, not a solar panel, not a lighter. If you got one item, make it happen. It would be the wood stove first. You can always make a flame, rub some sticks together. You can find a way. But if I had one item to pick for the rest of my life, a survival item, it would be a wood stove. It's your heat, it's your energy, it's your light, it's your hot water, it's your food cooking source, it's your bathing source, it's everything. It's everything. It's your exercise. We just had our power go out yesterday again, and it's like, oh well. Good job. All right. Stove's looking good. Doing good. Smelling good. Where'd we do with that? We did that over there. Sorry, Lord. Coming in? Good boy. 'Cause I'm out here living my best life. So here I am, the weatherman, Frederick's finest meteorologist here. My station's Chad's weather predictions, and I predict a storm coming. And they're saying 3 to 7, so that means I'm predicting 9 inches this storm. Well, thank you for the likes, man. Somebody's awesome. It doesn't take much to make me happy. One person watching and talking and being positive is enough for me. You know what I'm saying? This is perfect, actually. I've been on the flip side of that with my TikTok channel. I was popular for a minute and I didn't like it. So one nice person in the morning is just like having coffee, shooting the shit with somebody. I love it. Speaking of love, I love Jesus the most. Let me go get my light. Flashlight, that is. Oops. Hi, kitty. It smells like some barbecue. Smelling like some barbecue. Oh, honey. Whoa, wow, whoa, wiggy, whoa, whoa. Smelling like some barbecue, children. You guys remember Children of the Corn? I do. What's going on, people? The shiny, happy people. Got my Sprite, I've got my Orange Crush. Follow me, don't follow me. Fine. Oh, I'm live now. Thank you. Action. Action, Jackson. And action. Action. We're live here, folks. Thank you for the likes. That's awesome. I got the dumbest question in the world. Maybe you can help me. I seriously forgot. Oh, I love me some Orange Crush. Love me some Orange Crush. I don't drink soda, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. I don't know. They're blocking you, son. 'Cause I'm just out here living my best life. I'm not your flavor, trust me. Unless you're into that whole Soylent Green thing. I told you they keep reviewing your messages, so you have to reword how you say things. Those are my angels protecting me. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of all kings. I don't know who's doing messages, but it doesn't show your name or anything. It doesn't say what you're saying, dude. Didn't you hear me? They block your thing so the public can't read it. You got to click on it so somebody can click on it for you. That way you can read it. No need to say sorry here. Trust me. Apologies not necessary on my channel. Say what you want. Do what you got to do. Make yourself feel happy. It's no problem here. I don't care what you say. Do your thing, bruh. Everybody's entitled to an opinion. I get it. You know what I mean? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. God bless you, though. That's what I want to say to all y'all. Keeping it real here. Jesus is king. I feel God right now. I feel a shift in my energy, and everybody around me knows it and can see it and can feel it. So I got a positive thing going on. So that's just my life's always been like that, though. It's just I've got a burning light in my soul, and it's called Jesus Christ. So once you have that light, nothing, you can't get penetrated. People will try to penetrate, but you always end up on top. I'm telling you, you can't. Our Archangel Michael is the greatest warrior of all time, and he's Jesus's number one angel. And he does not play. He will crush Satan and anything Satan has to offer. So Jesus is to not be messed with. If I feared anything in life, it would be Jesus and his warriors. Jesus will snap his finger and Satan could be gone in a heartbeat. And that's every time. So stay armored up, people. You know what I mean? True armor. Look at my doggies. I always have doggies laying in the snow somewhere. Gotta look around. Jesus is king. You're looking at Jesus right here. Everything is God. So awesome. So dang awesome. For a reason. I don't know karate, but I know crazy. Why didn't you sleep all night? Here's one of my pieces. That's just how I feel when I wake up. Here's another one of my pieces. Let me take this out of my mouth. Oops, sorry, Coon. This one says, Hollywood is dead, so put away your pecker. And then it says it's way too luminant. And then it says Sunset Boulevard that way. And then I'll let you look at the painting itself and see if you understand my commentary. Political, more social commentary, borderlining political commentary. Do you get it or do you not get it? Hollywood is dead, so put away your pecker. It's way too luminant. Shut the lights off, people. Good, thank you. I knew you would get it. And then you got Mr. Luminant himself tipping over the building. That easy. But anyways, this one's like, I would say 5. I could measure it right now. That's definitely over 5 feet long. Probably 2 feet wide, 2.5 feet wide. Girl, I'm just out here living. Trying to get the good lighting here. Like I said, I have 11 by 14 matted prints. They're on my TikTok channel. If you scroll back, I've got, I think, 70 images printed. My whole RV is nothing but artwork. All of my prints ready to go, ready to be mailed, shipped to your house, people. Thank you for the compliment. You know, some of my political commentary stuff, TikTok won't even let me show. I got banned on one of my TikTok lives for showing one of my paintings. I'm like, that sucks. Yeah, well, thank you. I do a bunch of fish paintings. Everything's a fish painting. I didn't mean to be a fish painter. I even go big and deep in abstract. I'll show you this abstract fish painting. More abstract than representational. I do some, you know, some is representational, some is more abstract. This one has kind of a lot of earth tones that I liked. Hard to see with this light. But anyways, it has a lot of golds and browns, which to me, the reds, those two complement each other right away. 'Cause I'm just out here living. Thanks for the like. Now I'm motivated. This is what I should be doing full time. Shout out to Michael Allen Alien, who's a huge inspiration of mine. I want to show you guys my work now. All these big ones. The one behind this one, let me show you. I might have a cat up here sleeping. I gotta be careful. But let me show you this one real quick. Wow. Oh, that's a big one. Forgot how big it was. Sorry. Hard to see. I'm not done with it, but it's hard to see. I don't know what's good lighting. I'm ready to start finishing these paintings actually. All of these, I normally don't show a lot of them because they're not done, but you know, but also if you don't, it's about the process with this too. Art's not always about the finished product. You know what I mean? At least not for the artist, it's not. Set that back up. Hang on here. At least not for the artist. But I am ready to, all of these are ready to be worked. They're just collecting now. But I've always made the problem of painting too big because half the times they don't fit on people's walls. It's hard to have a wall space free that's 5 feet by 5, for example. You know what I'm saying? Hang on 1 second. Put this back up in the rafter. I should not have that. Darn it. Things are just getting destroyed up there, but it is what it is. That's the greatest thing about art. It's all inside, man. I've got a million paintings in my mind. I'm going full time, baby. I'm going back full time art real soon. Come on in, honey. Good one, bear. Good job, Tai Tai. I just wanted to say Jesus is king, though. I have some friends. Shout out Sarah Urban, Timothy Scott Shepard. In particular, Ina Joy Lane. But 3 friends growing up that are just phenomenal next level artists. Anthony Michael, I was his art director down in Florida. He's a prodigy. Anyways, I have some good friends that are phenomenal artists. And they don't even paint or do their art. And here I am, a crappy artist, and you know what I mean? So anyways, that's where I draw my inspiration from, is some of the great people that I've been around in my life. But no buts about it. Shout out to all those people. Iris Scott, one of my favorite watercolorists. Most people don't even know her. But she's phenomenal underwater scenes, but she does them all in watercolors. Her name's Iris Scott. Check her out. She does 3-dimensional. I didn't show you guys my 3D fish. Well, they're in the RV. I got to get my studio back. So, let me read some comments here. Especially, so let me look. All right. Thank you very much. Whoa, that's pretty. You paint sailor stuff? Like boat interior stuff? I love it. Sailor decor. anchors and palm tree scenes, sandy shell scenes. That's what I'm talking about. I should be living in the Keys, but I don't want to say it. It's right now. Florida Keys seem played out, and I mean it's just too packed. Too many people are there anymore. I know it's winter season, and that's where everybody's at right now. But geez, oh man, since I lived in Key West, Florida, it's tripled in occupancy. Hard to believe, but oh, Jazz, we're in northern Michigan. Yep, waiting on the storm, just like Jim Morrison did. Waiting for the storm, waiting for you to tell me what went wrong. Yeah, it's embedded in my soul as well. I love Key West, I'm not gonna lie. But I've lived there 3 separate times. Once on a houseboat, once in a van, and then once my wife and I had an apartment there. But my favorite time was probably van life. The boat life was fun too, living on the boat, but the owner of the boat was really, I don't know, particular, to say the least. He liked his Penguin facing south. Let's just say that. I was more of his maintenance guy on the boat. But anyways, I lived on it. But yeah, you do what you can do to live in the Florida Keys. It's not easy. Housing doesn't come easy, and it's not cheap. So my wife and I had a 1-room apartment. Kitchen, it's all in 1 room, like a studio. And then of course I did my van for well over a year living down there. That was the best time, van life, like I just said. But that was like 2000 and when was that? I was in my van, I think 2007 in Key West. Are you in Virginia? I've lived in Shenandoah National Park for 4 years. I was food and beverage manager up there at Skyland Resort, and a waiter and a bartender. But yeah, that's where I met my wife, working at Skyland Resort, Shenandoah National Park, baby. I had an apartment in Luray, Virginia, right on the Shenandoah, the mighty Shenandoah River, baby. I love Luray. I love Virginia. Yeah, like I said, man, I've lived everywhere. Worked in a ton of parks, worked on islands, worked at the oceans, worked in the mountains, all through the Rockies, all Keystone, Breckenridge, Vail resorts. That's all I did when I was young, was travel around working at resorts and parks. Islands in the stream, baby. But yeah, so no, I lived in Idaho, Oregon, California. I've never lived in Utah. I've never lived in Arizona. I lived in New Mexico, Mora, New Mexico, for a summer with my girlfriend, Ina Joy Lane, who I was just telling you is one of my favorite artists in the world to this day. Go Ina. But anyways, yeah, we lived in Mora, New Mexico. She's who I lived with in Breckenridge, Colorado, in a miner's cabin at 12,000 feet. We lived up there for like 3 years in her mom's old cabin. No electric, no water, froze our balls. That's the coldest I've ever been in my life, living in Breckenridge, Colorado. The air is pink. It's so cold up in those peaks. They're called the 14ers. There's like 10 peaks that are 14,000 feet. And we lived in them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the whole government shooting cars, and I try to tune right out of it. I don't own a television or any of it, but occasionally I'm scrolling on social and I see a video, but they like to slip in the negativity all day long. If it leads, it leads on social. You want to come in? You don't have to eat that crap. What are you doing, Ty? Whatever. It's just dog food, but it's just been sitting there for like 4 days under the snow. It rained, so that wasn't exposed. But now it's exposed, so she's eating it. It's okay. Where? I'm in Michigan. I'm out on my land. All my travels as a kid, I was investing in land while I was traveling. I paid $100 a month my whole life, basically. And I'm still paying on land. I just bought 2.5 more acres behind this cabin. But yeah, I live right here. There she is. Let me come in. I gotta come on in and get warm for a sec. Oh, you're shivering. No, this isn't messy. People say that I'm a pack rat. People say I'm what's that other word? Not pack rat, but hoarder. I'm like, no, this dude is not a hoarder, but these are just all art supplies that I can't get rid of. I got a couple guitars, my amplifier, you know what I mean? There's things that I'm down to what I want to keep. That's all artwork. And, see my kitty up there sleeping? She's up there. Anyways, this just gets messy because I lay blankets down on the floor because this floor is like ice cold. So that's all it is. We're clean. It would take, in 2 minutes, I could have this place looking nice and, you know what I mean? But not as nice when my wife lived here with us. She had it nice. She had it real nice, but those days are gone. Those days are over. Well, she still comes and stuff. But we're not like that. We're the best we've ever been, which is kind of awesome. What, TP? Typey? I don't know. Oh, that I didn't want to say that because I still love her and she's an awesome person. But fucking A, I'm happy. Like I said, I gotta be careful what I say. Love you, honey. She's mom to all my animals, and I've been friends with her for 17 years, married for 16, and so like I said, but no, I'm happy. I get to go be free again and do my thing, and she's happy too. She's gets to go be free, and she's in America. She's a citizen now, and she's got a great career and no husband. I don't know. I didn't. She was free with me. I didn't control her. I don't know what she didn't like the most, but whatever it is she didn't like, I'm not sure. I think it was a combination of living out here and my attitude towards money. I'm not a money hungry guy. I don't chase it. I just, you know what I mean? I go with the flow in life more than anything. But I paint pictures, man. I'm freaking artist guy. Artist guy in the woods, you know, like who wants to work? Fuck. I want to paint. You know what I'm saying? But you start incorporating art as your career, it becomes a career. I've been down that road for many, many years. So I'm right where I want to be. Art's on the back burner, but I'll get her fired up again. Oh, well, that's been my wife. That's my wife. We're still married. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. But yeah, no, that's a good thing to not. But I've always had a girl in my life. You know what I mean? Like I've always had girlfriends. I've had, you know, a couple gaps, maybe for a year at the most, where I went between having a girlfriend, and that was just because, you know, out traveling, doing your thing. It's good to be in love with yourself first. Have something to offer somebody if that's what you need to do. But I wanna offer myself some stuff in life now. Time for me and the animals, of course. Animals first. That's what my priority is. My animals. Number one. Number one's the kids. Heck yeah. But yeah, the wifey was going to come over yesterday, but our trail's so messed up. I don't want, although she's got a good little car that makes it, but um, actually, last couple of weeks she's been wanting to come back out, but I've told her no just because of the weather. Not going to risk getting stuck or her driving through 3 feet of water just to come give us all a hug, you know. How many? How much are the Huskies? They're not for sale. I don't know how much they are. Like nowadays, they're probably double. But uh, yeah, no, I bought one husky. I bought two huskies, and then we had they had these couple litters, and we kept a couple puppies from each litter and stuff like that. So we have an original pack. I have mom, dad, daughter, and son here. And then we've gotten rid of some puppies when we had litters too, but um oh, in general, I don't know, you $1,000 maybe to get one with papers. You know, we've got, these are purebreds, so we had papers on our male and female, so they're, you know, 700, 1,000, 1,500. Malamutes get into the 3 grand, 4 grand, but it's not about money. Like, you know what I mean? That's way too expensive. You can go rescue a husky somewhere. But yeah, if you're going to go buy one from a breeder, they're way expensive, in my opinion. No, they sleep in the snowstorm. I always have one. There's always, like, she'll sleep. She's all day outside primarily. But her spot's right here on the porch, which you can't see. She likes to, I got some water jugs in the way, but she likes to lay right here. Halfway out, halfway in. No, nice live stream. A couple people chit-chatting. A couple haters, but that's normal. If they hated Jesus, they'll hate me. And you. You know what I mean? I'm nobody. Jesus was the coolest guy there ever was, and they hated him. So, there'll always be haters in life, people. I feel bad for the young kids on TikTok. They've got these good channels, nice channels, and millions of haters. Every other comment's hate. It's like, you're just hating because you're jealous. Not on my channel. Nobody's jealous of me, but I'm saying the channels that have things going on, I just show my life. I don't have there's no gimmick on my live streams. I'm not selling anything. I'm not juggling balls of flaming, golf balls or whatever. Not golf balls, but what are they? Bowling pins on fire. When I lived in Key West, there's a guy down there. He juggles. He's on like stilts and does bowling pins on fire and all kinds of crap. But anyways, kind of looks like the storm's coming, doesn't it? I think so. Riders on the storm. Right on.